Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to check out XLM's price chart. And if you remember, in the previous update I believe we were right in here, and I said as long as we are not taking this low, we can say maybe this is like a 1-2, and hopefully we are going to get another move up into wave 3, 4, 5. And we said if we take this low, okay, at that point we probably should count on some more downward price action, and unfortunately that scenario played out. Now I have good and also bad news for you in here. The good news is, so far I can absolutely say this is a slow and choppy move down, and as you can see, between our pullbacks up, we are just constantly having overlapping of the waves, which are overall a characteristic of a corrective movement. So this is good news, suggesting maybe a correction in XLM started from the highest side in here about 29.5 cents, and the end of it sure can be right in here, but I do not believe that we should be in the business of catching absolute lows, because if you want to do that and you want to open some trades, odds of you losing money is probably much more than you making some. Okay, so let's not catch any lows. Let's just give this move down some time to play out and see, are we going to have at one point a very strong bounce back, maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then followed by that a correction structure down. If we do this, fair enough, at that point we're going to be optimistic. So this was kind of our good news, suggesting downsides might be kind of limited. What is the bad news in here? Let's just hide everything. Okay, the bad news is, it seems like in XLM we want to have now overlapping of the waves between this move down and also this one. Now, why is this bad? Because in the previous updates I was saying that maybe this is 1, 2, and sure, this point can be the end of our wave 3, and then correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, and in an impulse we do not have overlapping of the waves. Now when we get overlapping of the waves, at that point we can consider, for example in this instance, the possibility of having an expanding leading diagonal. But whenever you change your scenarios like that, that usually shows, more likely than not, on the live chart we are having some weakness, which is definitely not a good sign. And the question is, should we right now be 100% bearish? From my point of view, maybe no, not yet. Why? Because I think the invalidation point of our bullish possibility in XLM, indicating the final low is already in, is taking this low about, let's say, 23.1 cents. So what you do not want to see if you want to remain bullish is a move down from the current point, or maybe like a bit higher, not that important, in order to take this low. Because if we do this, at that point, how exactly are we able to find an impulse to about this high, around, let's say, 29.5 cents? For me, it is going to be so hard. And even if I manage to find it, the shape of our bullish possibility is going to look so odd to a degree that is going to make me say, you know what, that's probably going to be my alternate case, and according to my primary scenario, this is an A, B, C zigzag, indicating the final low is not in yet, and we may see from here a continuation of the move down in order to take this low as well, about, let's say, 19.9 cents. And then after it, who knows, maybe we're gonna go even quite a bit lower than that. So let's have a quick conclusion and wrap up today's updates. In XLM, so far I can tell you this is a correction structure, but I can tell you that as long as we are not taking this low, if we continue this move down with absolute authority and we do take this low, at that point we need to consider some other possibilities, generally some correction structures starting from the lowest low in this area and not an impulse, suggesting our move down is going to continue. What we want to see ideally is a very strong bounce back in here, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if I see this, I'm going to wait at that point a little bit more until we get some sort of a pullback. And assuming that we have the right structure, okay, right in here you are going to see me talking bullish in XLM. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in a solo lumens price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.